Hey Halos, since it is the off day and I am walking home, I thought I would do a little recap of the Giants series this weekend. And where to start? I think I know there's only one place we can start. Let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about that incredible comeback in the 9th inning. I mean, that is why we love the sport, right? It is so unpredictable. At any point, it can just turn like that. The Halos were out of that game. The Halos were done. The Halos looked pretty poor all day long, to be quite frank. And then just look. All it takes is a bit of momentum, a couple of clutch hits, and then we go from there. Just look, honestly, just Trouty, we got a bit lucky with the walk. Like, to be honest, it was a strikeout. Trout gets on base. We then start seeing how it happens. Soler gets a hit, a Hoppy gets a hit, Neto gets hit, but just to be there, I mean, Neto, the leader of this team, but we'll come back to him. And then Adele comes up with a moment like that. Incredible, to clear the bases, to win the game for the Angels. When he's much maligned, and to be honest, anybody that has listened to a halfway around the Halo episode that I've done over the past year, 2 years, will know my feelings on Joe Adele. Will know that I think it's quite clear he's not going to live up to the potential he had early on in his professional career. But he could still be a serviceable major league player. And to be honest, if he can have more moments like we saw yesterday, more occasions where he can come up with clutch hits, big hits, doesn't mean swinging for the fences, it means situational hitting like that, then it's great. And he will have a big future career for the Halos. I like to hope it happens. So, well done, Joe. That's all I can say. Incredible, especially coming off the back of a 3-for-3 night over the weekend as well. Well done, Joe. And that Halos win. I mean, I'm still buzzing today. It's such a shame we have the off day straight after probably the best win of the season, isn't it? It kind of kills that momentum. You just want to go again. You want to watch Angels baseball. And that's the thing this year, I think, already, is you just really want to watch Angels baseball. But let's get away from the game last night for a bit and just talk about the hitting in general, I think. So the Angels, they took 2 games from the Giants, which was incredible. The Giants have been really, really good to start this year. One of the best formed teams in the major leagues. And the Halos have taken the series. And actually, they've taken every single series against teams not in their division this year. And that is a big plus. So to take 2 from the Giants is great. We obviously took the game on Friday night against Logan Webb, 2-0. Couldn't get much going, but we got enough done. Zach Neto was back in the lineup, spark plug, hit the RBI, that got the lead up to 2. The pitching was good. Once again, I mean, Tyler Anderson continues to throw the ball really well this year. Much maligned again, not so much by me. I mean, I just call him Tyler Anderson half the time when he keeps shoving like he is. But we know what he is, but he's performing for the Angels. He's living up to that contract, and that's all you can really ask for. Maybe he'll bring back a piece at the deadline as well. Who knows? Depends where this team sits. But to win against a pitcher like Logan Webb was very impressive for the Halos, even if it wasn't necessarily the best game to watch or the game where the Halos really put too much together. But we're going to have games like that, and ultimately it's winning. It was a low-scoring series, and the Giants actually, they'd averaged 5 runs a game before this series, and we managed to hold them really, really close all series long. Didn't score a run in the first game. I think they scored 3 in the second and 4 last night. It's pretty good, isn't it? Angels pitching on the up. Second game, we lost 3-2. To be honest, we didn't really look like being in it. Mike Trout hit 2 monster home runs, and that was great to see because he has been slumping bad. I'm still not sure the swing's quite there. We just know that he still has that home run ability. And that swing is still the most beautiful thing in the sport when he connects. But I'd like to see Mike start stringing together some singles, some doubles. He's basically hitting singles and home runs this year. Not many extra base hits outside of the home runs. Home runs are great, but we know what Mike's like. You want to get that average up. You want to get him hitting. You want to get him driving people in when you can, if we can get people on base in front of him. But it was great to see him hit those 2 home runs, and hopefully it's the start of something. But I will talk about the Angels hitting generally this year. I mean, I am worried a bit. The situational hitting's not great at all. We can't seem to string together, other than the 9th last night, which was so timely. We'd been struggling all day. The bats were ice cold. I actually had a tweet ready just to talk about the ice cold bats. and how they just keep swinging for the fences all the time. They don't seem to want to put the ball in play. They don't seem to want to just hit that single, hit it the other way, go and just put the ball in play, take what they're given. Instead, they're trying to hit it out, which means we're getting solo shots this year, but we're not getting people on base and then hitting them, or we're not just putting runs together by stringing some hits together. So I'm a bit worried about how that's going so far, but there's a lot of time to go in this season. There's a lot of time to get it right. I think we need to change the approach a bit, but that's okay. On the flip side, the pitching, it's hit and miss, but on the whole, I think it's been better than we thought it would be. Kyle Hendricks has struggled a bit early in the last 2 starts. He only went 5 this week, gave up the runs early and then settled in down. We know Jose Soriano has been our best pitcher of the year. Kikuchi had another decent start. I think he was a bit unlucky. Still, the Angels finally won a game that he started in, although it didn't go down to him. But ultimately, I think that they're going to be okay as the season goes on. I think the bullpen, Reed Detmers came in off the back of Hendricks and actually gave a really nice start. Got it through to Johnson and they held the score where it was. So that was promising. We need to get Joyce back at the back end of the pen. Burke, I wasn't convinced by the decision to bring Burke in, and he instantly gave up runs in that final game. But when you put a lefty in straight after a lefty starter, you're asking for trouble. But he's been good to start this year, so we won't hold that against him. Ultimately, I think where the Halos are, they got the winning record. They got a series now with the Pirates. You've got to be looking to take at least 2 again. Now we're back at home. It's great to see Angel Stadium absolutely buzzing over the weekend. It was full. It was Star Wars. Everyone seems to be having a great time. The winning helps. No idea what this noise is over here, but I'm happy. I think we're going to be in for a really interesting season. Love that Zach Neto's back in the lineup. Love that we can continue to win games where maybe we wouldn't have won them in the past. And let's just see how things go. I'll be back soon, but enjoy the off day. Halo's back at the Big A tomorrow. If you're going, very jealous. Hope you have a great time. Hope you get that place buzzing again. Hope you bring home the victory. Soriano will be on the mound. That's always a fun time. Go Halos.